Hey there, guys. My name is Cerise. Welcome to my channel. Right now, I am sitting in a wonderful little town called Sosua. It's more of a municipal in the Dominican Republic and a province called Puerto Plata. But I am facing the beautiful ocean view of Playa Sosua. And I thought I would just go into my database and show a few videos of my river visits and beach visit as I talk to you guys about three main types of people that come to Sosua. Now, not more specifically the Dominican Republic, but more specifically Sosua, because Sosua is the number one place that people love to come to for some reason. They love to go to Cabarete, which is a neighboring beach town as well, but it's quickly becoming very popular as well. But Sosua seems to be the place that a lot of people love to come to. In fact, it is the place where the president is investing 600 million pesos to revitalize the beach and revitalize the surrounding areas. He's going to be putting in 600 parking lots in this small town because he's aware that a lot of people are coming to the beach and it is going to be revitalized itself. It's going to be torn down and built back up. Now, that's to do with all the people that come here. Tourism. Tourism is changing the face of Sosua every single day. Now, the three main types of tourism that comes here is not the only types, okay? But I'm going to today get into three types. Of course, you get your average vacationers. Those are people that come for 7 days, and some of them go off the resort, some of them don't. They stay on the resort. I'm not talking about people that come for 7 days only. Now, of course, I should say I'm not talking about the resort people. Some people do come for 7 days, and I will be discussing them with you as well today. But we're not going to be talking about the people that come on the resort. We're talking about the people that come here into town and they stay in Airbnbs, private homes, and they stay for either 7 days, a few months, or a few years. Let's get into the three types right now. Type number one. Type number one is the person that comes here and they like to come here on a vacation. You know, it's not their favorite spot. They have other spots that they like to go to, but they'll come for 1 week, maybe 1 month, and then they leave again. They go to Colombia, Brazil, the Philippines, Thailand, and they really love to get around because either they are veterans and they're used to going on a lot of world vacations or a lot of world traveling, or they've just always mostly traveled all their life and they're used to it and they love it. So that's the one type of traveler here. Now, I do want to say this is not in any order. This is not in any of my favorite order either. This is just something that I have observed, and I find that each person does add to the face and the fabric of Sosua, which I'll get into in a minute. So we'll call it your occasional visitor. That person, they come and they are vacationing everywhere else around the world. Then you have your other person that comes, and that is the investor. That's the person that has some money saved up and they have bought something here. Now, it could be a little condo, it could be a piece of land and they're building a building on it, or they have bought a house and they're renting it out in a gated community, but they have purchased something here and they come every now and again to check on it and to make sure that they have invested well and that their investment is doing well in regards to maintaining it and making sure that it is still a project that is in gear for them, so to speak. Those types of people, although they may visit other places, they're not really avid travelers when it comes to going around the world. They tend to just come to the Dominican Republic. They tend to go home wherever they come from. They work, they save their dollars or their money, their currency from wherever they come from, because some of them come from Germany, Italy, France, Jamaica, India, China, Canada, America, from all over the world. And it is a very multicultural place here in Sosua. Now, those people, again, I consider them investors. They have one property here or many properties here. It really depends on them, their pocket, what they can spend, but they still have that same mindset. Doesn't matter if they have one property or many. They are investors here. They come here for the prime reason to make sure that they can get an investment and they can get some type of reward from that investment. And then you have the third person that comes here. Some of them, they have been world traveled, the third person. Some of the people that come here, that is the third person, do own property. So they're kind of like one and two. But what makes them a different person and more of a third is they live here full term. They're an expat. So whether they traveled the world a lot, that's totally something that they've already gotten out of their system. And investing, yeah, they're probably heavily invested here. But to be in category three, you don't even have to be invested. What it is you are living here like a local. You are either owning or renting. You are living your life here just like a local. You've decided that you don't want to live any longer in your part of the world that you were born in, and you've fallen in love with the Dominican Republic. It suits your budget, it suits your style of life, and it also suits the way that you want to live your everyday life. Yes. So, I mean, category two, investors, some of them will come just for a week. Some of them will come for 6, 7 months, maybe 3 months. Those are not the people that would fit in category three. Category three are the people that come here and they never want to leave. They never want to leave and they don't leave. They plan to get their residency, or even if they don't get their residency, they still stay. Very few of them have taken flights out of the country. Many of them stayed here when the world changed a couple of years ago. And many of them plan to spend the rest of their days here and rest their head here in their last days as well. You see, the Dominican Republic is for everyone. Everyone seems to love it here when they do come here, and those that love it best stay the longest. So, whether you fit in category one, category two, or category three, you know what I'm talking about because there's part of the Dominican Republic that you love. Even if you are in category one and you travel all around the world, the Dominican Republic still has a special spot in your heart. In fact, you might even have promised yourself a few times that the next time you come, you're going to stay a little bit longer than a week. Maybe you've already stayed longer than a week and you've stayed for a month. And you're probably saying to yourself, you know what? I don't know what part of the world I like best, but the next time I go to the Dominican Republic, I'm going to stay for 2 months. And some people in category one end up becoming a category three. And some people in category two, they end up becoming a category 3 because eventually they can retire and they come back to the island to live the rest of their days out. But very rare does a category 3 become a category 2 or a category 1. You see, the category 3 person, they are here for life most times. And when they go back to their country, it's usually because they're going back there for health care because they don't trust the healthcare system here, because somebody in their family needs health care and they need to go help, or they just need to leave the island for some other obscure reason. And then that's when they usually become a visitor here. And they come back as much as they can and for as long as they can. The Dominican Republic is a great place for travel and tourism, relocation, and real estate. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's what we talk about on this channel. So, if you enjoyed this topic because it gave you a little bit more information about the types of people that come here and love the Dominican Republic, please go ahead and subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And guys, I also have other topics throughout the week. Mondays are Mindset Mondays. Wednesdays are Storytime Wednesdays. Saturdays is Storytime as well. And Sundays, if my week hasn't been too busy, I go out and do a live to air. And on that live to air, that's when I'll usually talk about updates in Sosua with the construction or some gems of information that you will find very interesting when you come here as a category 1, 2, or 3. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate you. Huge hugs, loads of love, and big blessings. Make sure you're good to yourself and be careful out there.